Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Learn English Quick podcast. Boost your language skills. I'm your host, Paul Hauser, and today we have an exciting topic to talk about. We're going to dive into something that has probably affected the way many of us watch TV shows and movies, streaming services. In this episode, we'll explore how streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, and many others have completely changed the way we enjoy entertainment. We'll talk about what streaming services are, how they became so popular, and how they've changed the way we consume entertainment. We'll also take a look at the future of streaming services and what it means for traditional TV and movie theaters. So, grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore the rise of streaming services together. Let's start by explaining what streaming services are. Streaming services are platforms that let you watch or listen to entertainment, like TV shows, movies, or music, directly from the internet. Unlike traditional TV, where you have to wait for your favorite show to come on at a certain time, streaming allows you to watch or listen to what you want, whenever you want. Think about it this way. You don't need to download anything. You just hit play and start enjoying your movie, show, or song instantly. No waiting for files to download. And no worrying about running out of space on your computer or phone. It's all right there for you to enjoy. Some of the most popular streaming services include Netflix. This platform is known for its original shows and movies like Stranger Things or The Crown. Hulu. Hulu offers a mix of new episodes from TV networks and original content. Disney+. If you love Disney movies, Marvel, or Star Wars, this is the streaming service for you. Amazon Prime Video. This platform has a large library of movies and TV shows, including Amazon Originals. These services are subscription-based, which means you pay a monthly fee to access their library of content. But once you're subscribed, you can watch as much as you want. So, how did these streaming services become so popular? Well, it all started with the convenience they offer. Before streaming, people had to rely on traditional TV and cable, where you couldn't choose what to watch. You had to follow a TV schedule. And if you missed an episode of your favorite show, you had to wait for the rerun. But with streaming services, you can watch whatever you want, whenever you want. It's called on-demand viewing. Want to watch an entire season of your favorite show in one day? You can do that. Want to pause a movie and finish it later? You can do that too. Another reason streaming services became so popular is because of their original content. Netflix, for example, started creating their own shows and movies. Some of these have become hugely popular, like House of Cards, Stranger Things, and The Witcher. Other platforms, like Hulu and Disney+, have also invested heavily in creating original content. This gives people a reason to subscribe, because they want to see those new, exclusive shows. Finally, streaming services are affordable. Many people realize they could cancel their expensive cable subscriptions and just pay for a couple of streaming services instead. You get a lot more control over what you watch, and it often costs a lot less than cable. Let's take a closer look at how streaming has changed the way we consume entertainment. One big change is that people now binge-watch shows. Binge-watching means watching several episodes, or even an entire season, of a TV show in one sitting. Before streaming, you had to wait a week for the next episode of your favorite show. Now, when a new season drops on Netflix or Hulu, all the episodes are available at once. Many people love to binge-watch over the weekend or during their free time. Streaming has also changed how we discover new content. On traditional TV, you would see ads for new shows or movies. Now, streaming services use algorithms to suggest shows and movies based on what you've watched before. Ever notice how Netflix recommends new content? These suggestions are based on your viewing habits, making it easier to find things you're likely to enjoy. Another big change is how streaming services give us access to global content. You can watch TV shows and movies from around the world, whether it's a Korean drama, a British detective show, or a Spanish movie. Before streaming, it was harder to find international content, but now it's just a click away. The rise of streaming services has also impacted the movie theater industry. With so many people able to watch new movies at home, fewer people are going to the theater. In the past, you had to wait months after a movie was released in theaters before you could watch it at home. But now, many streaming platforms release movies directly to their service or shortly after they leave the theater. For example, during the COVID-19 pandemic, many big movies were released straight to streaming because theaters were closed. Disney released Mulan on Disney+, and Warner Brothers released Wonder Woman 1984 on HBO Max. This trend might continue in the future as more and more people get used to watching new movies at home. Does this mean movie theaters will disappear? Not necessarily. Many people still love the experience of watching a big blockbuster film on the big screen, but streaming has definitely changed how and where we watch movies. So, what does the future hold for streaming services? Well, streaming is here to stay. More companies are creating their own platforms, like Apple TV Plus and HBO Max, to compete with Netflix and Disney Plus. One trend we're seeing is the rise of live streaming. Platforms like Twitch allow people to live stream video games or events, and many sports leagues are now offering live streaming options as well. Instead of watching sports on cable TV, people can now stream games live through apps. Another trend is the rise of interactive content. Netflix released a show called Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, where viewers could make decisions for the main character and shape the story. This is called interactive storytelling, and it's something we might see more of in the future. There's also the idea of virtual reality, VR, in streaming. Imagine watching a movie or TV show where you feel like you're inside the world of the story. With VR, that could become a reality. Some companies are already experimenting with this technology. Streaming services are always evolving, and it will be exciting to see what comes next. Well, that's all for today's episode on the rise of streaming services. We've talked about how streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus have changed the way we watch TV shows and movies. We've explored how binge-watching, original content, and global access have made streaming so popular, and how it's even impacted the movie theater industry. As we look to the future, streaming services will continue to evolve, with trends like live streaming, interactive storytelling, and virtual reality becoming more common. Thank you for tuning in to the Learn English Quick podcast. Boost your language skills. I hope you enjoyed today's discussion. If you like this episode, make sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. And as always, keep learning and exploring new things. Until next time, I'm Paul Hauser, and I'll see you on the next episode.